Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be very special, very different to my usual crochet videos. I'm just gonna take you with me on this crazy project idea. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Tinks. I'm a crochet pattern designer based in Italy. If you know me and my content, you have probably already seen that I'm always trying to match my nail designs to my current crochet project. And this time I thought, why not combine crochet with my nails? Today I'm gonna try to crochet with sewing threads. I'm gonna crochet something to put into my nails. I know this sounds crazy. It probably is. I have no idea if this will actually work out. I talked to my nail tech and she said she's totally in. We're gonna try that out and see if it works. So let's get into it. That's the colors I chose for this project. Butter yellow is so trendy right now and I love it. So I'm just gonna use that and a little more intense yellow because I don't know, it just gives me summer vibes. And of course some pink because why not? And I also got a 0.6 millimeter hook. I hope it's gonna work with that one.
So basically you're just gonna crochet a simple granny square, and based on how big your fingernail is, you're gonna crochet more or less rows.
Now let's create this again, but way smaller. And it's gonna be a pain in the ass to create those granny squares, but I am 100% sure that it will be so worth it. I hope I'm gonna be able to crochet even with these nails because it's gonna be really hard to hold the thread.
So I'm using my 0.6 millimeter hook. It's crazy. Look at how small this needle is. Crazy. And grab whatever color you like. I'm gonna go with the pink for now. So this is what my first row of looks like. And I'm thinking about putting it on my thumbnail. So here's what the first granny square looks like. Now I just have one problem though. It will definitely fit into my thumb, but for sure into no other nail. So I'm gonna try to make the next granny square so much tighter that it will fit into my other nails. This is what it looks so far. Now to weave in the ends, I'm just gonna use the crochet hook and try to weave in the ends as good as possible. So I'm just gonna go through some loops, grab the thread and pull it through. all the ends woven in, and this is what they look like. Now let me explain what I did to adjust the size for each of my fingers. Today is the day, you guys. I'm gonna get my nails done. Ja, und vorher.
Ich glaube, ganz so geschickt.
Let's talk a little bit about this whole crochet nails experience. I got them done again before my vacation, but I had the others on for I think 3.5 weeks. First of all, I want to say this experiment was really fun to do. The crocheting part, to be honest, was quite challenging, but nothing too serious. Now to the granny squares. So basically what I did was I made a regular granny square. I worked every single one of them in the round. I did the biggest one for my thumb in half double crochets, and for the rest I had to like adjust each row to get to the size of my nail. So if you really want to try that, I just basically started the first row with half double crochets or single crochets. I just tried to change the stitches depending on how big I need the granny square to be for the size of my fingers. So if you want to recreate, you definitely have to try out and frog, and that's I guess the most frustrating part about this whole project, the trying and frogging. It was really hard working with this teeny tiny yarn and this extremely small hook, but at the end of the day it was worth a try, and I'm happy that I did. Let me know in the comments what you think. The most fun, of course, was to put them on, and thanks again to my nail tech to help me with this crazy idea. But we both agreed that we're never gonna do this again. And the main reason is because, let's just say, taking it off was really not easy. The nails itself were, compared to like the ones that I have now, quite thick, and at some point some threads started to come out from one of the nails. No idea how that happened. I just picked on them, I guess, and then it just started to come out. But for the rest, I have to say it was a little bit strange to only have color like in the middle of the nail. That's nothing I would normally do, just because I don't like it, I guess. So at first it was really hard to get used to them, especially because in my head I just knew that I made something and it's like in my nails right now. So that was strange, but never again. No micro crocheting for me, please. Anyways, maybe you also want to try something like that. Please definitely let me know. I would love to see some pics if you do so, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.